This is Nutranize Zone, the first and only supplement for people on prednisone. And I'm Dr. Megan, the Prednisone Pharmacist. I invented Nutranize Zone because I was personally struggling with side effects to prednisone. And I never wanted to feel like that again when I had to take prednisone for my autoimmune condition again. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about what is Nutranize Zone, why do we need it, and how do you use it. So Nutranize Zone includes a morning and a bedtime bottle. And I invented this because I was personally taking prednisone and I had been on it for 7 months by then. And I stared at the ceiling and I thought, there has to be something better than just suffering prednisone side effects. I was having insomnia. I was cranky with my family. Nobody wanted to be around me because prednisone had turned me into a witch. And I was gaining weight. I was hungry all the time. It seemed like the cravings never stopped. And I kept going on a roller coaster of prednisone doses because of my autoimmune condition waxing and waning. And it was horrible. And I got to the point where the doctors had said, you either have to get your spleen removed or go on chemotherapy. And I knew I didn't want to have a surgery and remove an organ from my body. So I thought, okay, I'll go on chemotherapy. So I went on chemotherapy and prednisone at the same time to save my life. But I was feeling horrible. And I was at the lowest point, and I didn't know what else I could do. And as I was sitting there staring at the ceiling, it occurred to me, oh my goodness, people on prednisone need a supplement designed specifically for our needs. I knew from my training in pharmacy school that people taking prednisone need calcium and vitamin D to prevent osteoporosis. But what I hadn't realized until that moment is that there were other nutrients that prednisone was stealing that we need to replenish if we don't want to have side effects. It never occurred to me until that moment that prednisone was stealing nutrients from our bodies, and that was why we were suffering side effects. I didn't realize that, and it was suddenly a complete epiphany that I realized people need specific nutrients replenished that prednisone has been stealing. So I went deep. I uncovered as much research as I could to find out exactly which nutrients prednisone was stealing. I realized that it wasn't just calcium and vitamin D, but it was also chromium. And that was affecting our metabolism and our hunger signals and our weight gain and our muscle loss. It was also magnesium, and that was affecting our ability to feel calm and having muscle cramps and heart palpitations and on and on. It was potassium, and that was affecting our muscle and heart and our blood pressure and our kidneys and on, nutrient after nutrient. I realized that prednisone was stealing, that there had been research way back before I was even born showing that these nutrients were being stolen by prednisone, but no one had done anything about it. And so I realized that I had to create a supplement. First, selfishly for myself, so that I didn't have to feel this way when I had to take prednisone. And then I realized that other people could have it too. And so that you could feel like yourself again, that you could take the morning bottle and the bedtime bottle, and that it would include all the nutrients that prednisone steals. And then I thought, well, if I'm creating a supplement, I might as well add as many ingredients in there that can help with side effects. So I've got the nutrients that prednisone steals, all 9 of them. And then there are a total of 17 ingredients. These other ingredients help to counteract the side effects of prednisone. For example, people on prednisone complain about insomnia more than any other side effect on Twitter. And so I realized I need to figure out exactly how to counteract that. I dove in deep and realized that prednisone is affecting our ability to make melatonin. That's our vampire hormone, our ability to get drowsy and want to fall asleep. Prednisone is impairing our ability to make that. So I made sure that in the bedtime bottle that it has 1 milligram of melatonin per capsule. And you're supposed to take 2 capsules at bedtime. So that would be 2 milligrams total of melatonin. That way you can get restful sleep at night. But I didn't stop there. I didn't just stop with melatonin. There's also other ingredients that help with sleep, such as magnesium glycinate. The glycinate is an amino acid that goes to your brain and helps you feel calm and restful, to stop the racing thoughts and help you just feel calm and be able to sleep restfully. Then I also have the morning bottle. The morning bottle helps with your metabolism, with ingredients that help you feel more in control of your appetite. Prednisone is stealing something called chromium, and that's making us feel so hungry all the time. Prednisone is stealing it by making you pee out too much chromium. Normally, we have just a little bit of chromium in our bodies, and our body uses it with insulin to get your blood sugars stable. But when you don't have enough chromium, the insulin can't do its job properly, which means your blood sugars aren't working properly, which makes you feel super hungry and gain weight. And so, if we take the chromium, then it gets our blood sugars back in the right balance and we can eat the right amount of food. And then there's even evidence that chromium helps with weight loss, that it can help to lose the proper kind of weight. We want to lose the fat and not the muscle. And it can help support having the muscles. I personally lost a lot of muscles. And so it helps you so that you don't lose the muscle mass. And then it's also been shown to reverse diabetes caused by prednisone. I can't claim that it's going to treat diabetes, but there is evidence showing that if you take chromium while you're taking prednisone in the exact amount that is in Nutranize Zone, that it has reversed diabetes. So it may help support your blood sugars. It may help you with your weight. It may help you keep the proper muscle mass. And that's all just one ingredient, the chromium picolinate. But I didn't stop there. There's other ingredients too that help with your metabolism. For example, Nutranize Zone contains berberine. Berberine helps not only with having good blood sugars, but also good blood pressure and good cholesterol levels. So if you take the berberine that's in Nutranize Zone, you can have better metabolism and better blood pressure and better blood sugar and better blood cholesterol. Try saying that 10 times fast. Whew. So that's the berberine. I also included something called cassia bark. You may know it better as cinnamon. Cinnamon helps you to have stable blood sugars. Prednisone is called a glucocorticoid. That means it's causing high blood glucose. So if you have better blood sugar control, better blood glucose levels, then it's counteracting exactly how prednisone is making you gain weight. So all three of those ingredients together help keep stable blood sugars and stable weight while on prednisone. A really important side effect of prednisone that most people don't realize until it's too late is the bone loss. One of the irreversible things it does is prednisone is stealing calcium and magnesium from our bones, causing thinning of the bones that can lead to osteoporosis, broken bones, and even lost height by compressing your spine. Nobody wants to have to be in a nursing home with a broken hip. And so you need to replenish calcium and vitamin D at the very minimum while you're on prednisone. In addition to calcium and vitamin D, you have to have other ingredients to make sure that the calcium isn't going to your arteries and hardening your arteries, that instead it's being directed into your bones. That's what vitamin K2 is for. Vitamin K2 helps direct the calcium into the bones. And I got the special kind called MK7, vitamin K2, MK7, menaquinone 7. It's the best kind of vitamin K2 for bone health. Other vitamin Ks can affect your clotting, and so you don't want to use other vitamin Ks. You want to have the K2 MK7 version. In addition, you also need magnesium to help get the calcium, the vitamin D, and the K2 to be able to do their proper roles. And magnesium, you need. All of those need to work together to build the proper lattice structure in your bones to be as strong as possible. And that magnesium glycinate can also help you feel calm and rested, like I mentioned. So you get two bangs for your buck with the magnesium glycinate. The magnesium helps with your bones, and then the glycinate that's attached to the magnesium helps you feel calm and rested. In addition, magnesium itself also helps you feel calm, and magnesium also helps with 300 different enzyme reactions in your body. And so it's vital for things like muscle cramps and your heart beating, your muscles beating. And you've got to have magnesium in the right balance. And prednisone is stealing magnesium. So you've got to just give back that magnesium so that you can feel calm and rested and have the proper 300 different reactions in your body happening correctly. Nutranize Zone also helps support your immune system. Prednisone is often prescribed as an immunosuppressant. That means it's turning down your immune system. And so if you have to take it, you don't want to have it turning off your immune system completely. You still want to be able to fight back infections. You just don't want your immune system doing the wrong things. You want it doing the right things. So we need to give it the tools it needs to have a strong immune system. For example, you need to give back vitamin C and zinc to have a strong immune system. In addition, you also need vitamin A. Prednisone is stealing all three of those. And so you need to give them back so that you can have a strong immune system to fight off infections, but allowing prednisone to do its job to be an immunosuppressant if you need it to. I personally needed it to do that so that I didn't have to have a surgery to remove the organ that was having the crazy autoimmune condition. So we need to give our bodies the nutrients it needs to counteract the prednisone side effects, to allow prednisone to do the job that we hired it to do, whether it's an autoimmune condition or an allergic condition or an arthritis condition. Any reason that you are taking prednisone, we want it to do its job, but we don't want to have the side effects. So all you have to do is take Nutranize Zone along with prednisone. That way, you can have the benefits of prednisone and not have so many horrible side effects of prednisone. All you do is buy Nutranize Zone, and you can either buy it one time or you can subscribe and save extra if you're going to be on prednisone long term. And then you're going to want to take it for at least 3 weeks after your last dose of prednisone to help your immune system to recover. So you just buy Nutranize Zone, and then you're going to open up, break the seals, flip it open, and it comes with a really easy open flip top lid so that if you have joint problems and that's the reason you're taking prednisone, it's really easy to open it. And then you just pour it out and you take 2 capsules per dose. So you take 2 of the bedtime Nutranize at bedtime. Take it about 30 minutes before bedtime, and it will help you sleep restfully at night. Then you want to take 2 of the morning capsules along with your prednisone. I don't have any prednisone right now, but you would take your morning capsules along with prednisone, and you would take 2 in the morning along with prednisone. So I personally had to take many different doses of prednisone, whether it was 10, 20, or even 100 milligrams that I had to take. And then you just take the 2 capsules in the morning along with your morning dose of prednisone. And then at bedtime, you take your 2 capsules of bedtime right before bed. That way, you're getting coverage throughout the day. And what's really important is back to the calcium. You can only absorb 500 milligrams of calcium at a time, but you need at least 1,000 milligrams of calcium per day, according to the doctors who prescribe prednisone the most, to prevent what they call glucocorticoid-induced osteoporosis or bone loss from taking prednisone. And since you can only take 500 milligrams of calcium at a time and have your body actually absorb it, that's why there's 2 bottles, so that you have the bedtime bottle and the morning bottle, and you're able to split out the 2 calcium doses so that your gut has the ability to actually absorb it. Otherwise, if you were to take all of this all at once, you would only absorb 500 milligrams, and the other 500 you would just excrete. And so we don't want to waste it. We want it to work properly. And so that's why it's 2 times a day. And that's why you've got to remember both doses so that you're getting the full amount of all of the nutrients you need by spreading it out in those 2 doses every day. So just order Nutranize Zone and then get a pill box and have a morning and a bedtime. And in the morning, put 2 capsules, and the bedtime, put 2 capsules. And in the morning, also put your prednisone dose. That way, you're getting all the nutrients you need along with your prednisone so that you can feel like yourself again. I've had so many people tell me that taking Nutranize Zone along with prednisone has completely changed their lives. It's given them energy to play with their children, energy to get out of bed, to not have such horrible hunger cravings, to be able to get restful sleep at night. And I know it can help you too. But if you find that it's not helpful, guess what? I have a 100% money back guarantee. All you have to do is reply to any email I've ever sent you. Call me, text me, in any way you can reach out to me, and I will give you a 100% money back guarantee. Even if you take every single capsule in the bottle, I have an empty bottle guarantee. You just tell me, hey, it didn't work out for me, and I will give you your money back, guaranteed. And so just order it now, nutranize.com/product/prednisone, and it will support you while taking prednisone. And it is designed specifically for the needs of people on prednisone. But what if you're not taking prednisone? What if you're taking a different steroid like prednisone? For example, what if you're taking hydrocortisone or dexamethasone or a different one? Nutranize Zone is there for you too. They are very similar medications. They work almost exactly the same and cause nearly exactly the same side effects, including the same nutrient depletion. You might have to take those other medications at different amounts and at different timing. You still need to support your body with Nutranize Zone. And Nutranize Zone can help you taper off prednisone. As you know, you don't want to just suddenly stop taking prednisone cold turkey. We need to slowly taper it over time. And Nutranize Zone is there to support you during your prednisone journey so that you don't have to feel such horrible side effects and go through miserable withdrawals. If you're tapering and listening to your body properly and taking Nutranize Zone along with it, then you will have a successful tapering journey and you won't get stuck in the taper trap. And if you're wondering, what else do you have in there? Did you throw in a ton of fillers and other things that I don't want? Is it gluten-free? Well, yes. I made sure that Nutranize Zone is a clean product, that it includes only exactly what you need and no more. It doesn't have any extra fillers or binders to clog up your gut. And it's gluten-free. It's made with gluten-free ingredients, and it's designed to be helpful for you and not worsen your autoimmune conditions. It took me a full year from the moment I realized I needed to create this until I had the product available, because I wanted to make sure it was made in the highest quality facility with the highest quality pharmaceutical grade ingredients. So you can rest assured that what you're getting is the very best ingredients, the very best product out there. There is no better supplement for you while taking prednisone than Nutranize Zone. I also wanted to make sure that if people had to take prednisone and other common medications, that it wouldn't cause a drug interaction with them. And so I made sure that all of the ingredients in Nutranize Zone are compatible with prednisone and methotrexate and cyclosporin and other immunosuppressant medications that you might have to take along with your prednisone if that's what your doctor is prescribing for you. And so you can rest assured that the ingredients in here are compatible. The only drug that I would really be concerned about is if you have to take prednisone for a kidney transplant. For example, you're taking a medication called tacrolimus, then don't buy Nutranize. I can give you a list of ingredients to buy instead, but there are a few that might cause a drug interaction. If you have any questions about drug interactions with Nutranize Zone, feel free to reach out to me. Just fill out the contact form and let me know, and I can go through your medications with you and see if Nutranize Zone is appropriate for you. You might be wondering, how long does Nutranize Zone last? So what you're getting for the price is 2 bottles for the price of 1. And each bottle contains 60 capsules. 60 capsules of bedtime and 60 capsules of morning. And since you're taking 2 capsules at each dose, then this twin pack, this double for your money, is a 1-month supply. And so you'll get this every month and take it for 3 weeks after you stop taking prednisone at the minimum until you're feeling fully recovered from taking prednisone. And so you get a month supply. And if you need to take prednisone for more than a week, you should sign up for Subscribe and Save. That way you can save money and be getting the nutrients you need and not have to worry about reordering, that it'll automatically come to you. But it's super easy to cancel. All you have to do is reach out to me, reply to any email, and you can easily cancel the Subscribe and Save. As long as you give us 24 hours notice before your subscription is set to renew, we'll be able to cancel it for you and no questions asked. Or you can easily log into the portal and cancel it yourself. It's super easy to do. There's no obligation to stay on it, no contract. It's just making it easier for you to subscribe and save and not have to worry that you're going to forget or run out, that you'll be getting the nutrients you need the entire time you have to take prednisone, your entire journey. You have the support you need while on prednisone. Now, does Nutranize Zone replace prednisone? No, it does not replace prednisone. It is designed to complement prednisone, to go along with prednisone. Prednisone does its miracle of saving lives and helping symptoms to go away, but it's causing those horrible side effects. That's what the Nutranize Zone is for, to help you cope with the side effects so that if you have to take prednisone, you've got the Nutranize Zone to go along with it. And then what if you stop taking prednisone? When do you stop taking Nutranize? Well, like I've mentioned, you can stop it 3 weeks after, but ingredients in there help you so that you don't have as many autoimmune flares. So I have a lot of people who continue taking Nutranize Zone to keep their health so that they don't have to go back on prednisone again. So I recommend that you order Nutranize Zone today. Just give it a try. If it's not right for you, you've got my empty bottle guarantee. I'll give you 100% of your money back. And if it does work for you, subscribe and save. And that way you can get the nutrients you need, feel like yourself again, and not suffer so much while taking prednisone. Signing off is Dr. Megan, your prednisone pharmacist.